How does an AI autonomously rewrite a massive desktop codebase from Zig to Rust over 11 straight days without a single human intervention? No handholding, no micromanaging, just nonstop, pure engineering.
Well, when Claude Code creator Boris Cherny revealed exactly how Anthropic unlocked this capability, his answer was frankly wild. To prevent the AI from getting confused or going totally off the rails over such a long time frame, they didn't add more guardrails. Actually, scratch that. They did the exact opposite. They deleted over 80% of the AI's system prompt. By giving it vastly fewer instructions, they empowered it to do vastly more. Welcome to this explainer breaking down Boris Cherny's recent Y Combinator talk. We're going to unpack exactly how the release of Opus 5 fundamentally shifts AI engineering. We're moving away from a world of restricting models and entering a brand new era of completely unhobbling them. Here's our roadmap today. 1. AI's massive capability leap. 2. No prompt injection. 3. Deleting the system prompt. 4. Product overhang. 5. Orchestrating thousands of agents. And 6, the new engineering mindset. Let's kick it off with Section 1, AI's massive capability leap. The baseline intelligence of this model has just absolutely skyrocketed. We're talking about the ARC AGI score jumping from the low teens all the way to 30%. But the real game changer? It's endurance. Opus 5 is capable of running open-ended, complex tasks for days, weeks, or even months, and it requires zero external scaffolding tools like SLGO. Cherny actually shared this crazy experiment where he told the model to rewrite the Claude desktop app from Electron into native Swift. He just told it to spin up a Mac virtual machine, write the code, take screenshots, and independently verify its own pixel-by-pixel UI work until it was flawless. At the time of his talk, that single task had been running autonomously for over 2 weeks. Moving to Section 2, no prompt injection. Now, obviously, letting an AI run wild for weeks requires absolutely airtight security, and Cherny revealed that prompt injection is effectively dead in Opus 5. The secret weapon here is mechanistic interpretability. Anthropic built a classifier that literally watches the model's internal brain. So if a user tries a malicious prompt injection, the model doesn't just process the text, the security system actually sees the specific malicious neurons light up in real time and stops it cold. When you combine that with 3 years of dedicated foundational alignment research and auto-mode classifiers catching anomalous behavior in open loops, they just simply cannot demonstrate prompt injection anymore. Which brings us to Section 3, delete system prompt. Because the model is now so insanely smart and completely secure, developers are realizing that old instructions actually get in the way. We're looking at a complete transition. We're leaving behind that old world of hyper-specific, micromanaged, step-by-step prompt engineering. Instead, we're entering an era of empirical prompting. You simply give the AI a high-level task, set your exit criteria, and basically let it cook. Cherny put it perfectly. Every time there's a new model, we delete the entire system prompt and bring it back line by line to figure out the impact. To get the absolute most out of these new models, you have to embrace ablation testing. When a new model drops, do not just copy-paste your massive old prompt. Wipe the slate clean. Only add instructions back line by line if the model empirically fails without them. You'll find the model is way more intelligent when it isn't bogged down by old, rigid rules meant for dumber models. And that feeds perfectly into Section 4, product overhang. Product overhang is a crucial concept to grasp right now. It describes the massive gap between what an AI is naturally capable of doing and what our current rigid software products restrict, or hobble, it from doing. For instance, developers randomly figured out that if you just give Opus 5 the OpenCV library, it can draw beautiful portraits and landscapes. Nobody explicitly trained it to be a visual artist, right? That capability was just hidden there, waiting to be elicited. If you unhobble the model, you tap into massive, previously hidden commercial value. All right, Section 5, orchestrating thousands of agents. Once you strip away those software restrictions, you can scale the AI's intelligence to unprecedented heights using raw compute. You aren't just chatting with one AI anymore, you're fanning out an algebra of agents. It's a dynamic, 3-step workflow. Step 1, you fan out hundreds of agents to take a first pass at a highly complex task. Step 2, you spin up a second set of agents to verify and summarize that work. Step 3, you fan out again to execute the next stage based on that summary. It is iterative, totally automated, and intensely powerful. You can even run these as continuous background loops. Anthropic themselves use this to automate daily maintenance across their iOS, Android, and CLI codebases. They run daily routines that automatically hunt down and delete dead code, and they ship 100% rolled-out experiments with zero human touch. They even operate an abstraction police agent. Its entire job is to wake up every single day, scour their massive codebase, find duplicated logic that human engineers accidentally rebuilt in different places, and automatically unify it. Finally, Section 6, the new engineering mindset. If standard coding tasks are essentially solved, what actually separates the top 1% of builders from everyone else? Well, Cherny argues you have to completely let go of your traditional computer science priors. As he said, it's not a theoretical science, it's become an empirical science. Treat this thing like you would a coworker. Don't try to architect massive systems on a whiteboard first. Approach every single problem as an empirical experiment. Try it, see where it struggles, give it tools to verify its work, and iterate. The traits of the most successful builders have completely shifted. Cherny told this awesome story about teaching himself programming on a TI-83 calculator back in middle school purely because he wanted to write a solver for his math tests. It was completely unstructured, practical problem solving. To thrive today, you need to master that exact kind of practical problem solving, develop strong product intuition and design sense, cultivate your business acumen, and most importantly, talk directly to users to find real human problems. Because the code is largely going to write itself. All right, time for our core review. We just covered some incredibly dense facts. Opus 5 hit a 30% ARC AGI score. It ran natively for 11 days straight, rewriting Zig to Rust. Anthropic deleted over 80% of its system prompt to boost capability, and they completely killed prompt injection using a 3-layer defense system featuring real-time mechanistic interpretability. Here is your single takeaway for today. Stop engineering prompts and start orchestrating workflows. Now for our hardcore debate. Think about that Anthropic abstraction police agent that autonomously deletes and unifies duplicate code every single day. Do you think that is a genius system design or a massive trap just waiting to break production? What is your reasoning? Leave a comment below with your take, and we'll automatically send you a complete mind map of Cherny's dynamic workflow architecture. Thanks for tuning in.